Hello, everyone. Welcome to Karaoke Moments again as we listen to another video today and watch, be with us, where we'll be discussing about how to end a relationship in a manner that is healthy and reduce heartache. Because relationship usually between two people who are dating, the most probably the desire is to get into marriage. But it comes a time, unfortunately, when the two people have to end that relationship where it is not working. People are not pulling towards the same goal. The two people are not in agreement. So they need to decide on how to move ahead and bring this relationship to an end. And that is what we'll be discussing today. It's an unfortunate situation, but imagine it happens in relationship. Hey, can you comment and tell us whether you have heard about it, whether it has happened to you? Because I know it happens. So one of the points that we are going to be looking at is number one, evaluate your friendship. After finding out where the relationship is heading, and I'm going to put a link and a pin, one of the videos that we discussed about when is the right time to throw the question, where are we heading to? So after deciding, yes, I think me and you, we have a thing, and both of you agree, and you decide to start dating, for example. Sometimes it doesn't even reach dating. The two people will not be in agreement, will not be seeing things from the same angle, and they will not be in agreement. At times, it will be continuing, but during the dating, or sometimes, unfortunately, in courtship, sometimes even in engagement, unfortunately, and a relationship is called off. So, as you continue evaluating your relationship, you're able to tell whether you're moving in the right direction, whether you're in agreement, both of you, whether the goals of that relationship are in agreement. Unfortunate in this case because we are looking at how to terminate or end a relationship without causing a lot of heartache. One of them is evaluating and being sincere to one another. And you tell yourself, you know what? I feel like we are like North Pole and South Pole, where we don't have even anywhere to agree. Maybe your personalities are really in conflict. Maybe you realize your goals in life are in conflict. Maybe your faith is in conflict. There's nothing that is in agreement. So you end up to decide we are ending this relationship because we have evaluated we are not having any commonness. Okay? And you end the relationship and bless each other. Point number two on how to end this relationship in a good way that is not causing pain is reconcile and amend where you can. What I mean is, do not be rushy. Do not be quick to end a relationship. It is like the way we say, do not look at the grass that is outside, thinking the man you have at hand or the woman you have at hand is not good enough, like the one you're seeing out there on the street or like the one you saw with your friend. Because every relationship can be nurtured. People can be made to become better by forgiving, by reconciling, by amending, by talking. Communication is very important, and saying what you feel, where offended, where you feel someone needs to improve. So before even you think of quitting, you evaluate, you have decided, I think we are having an issue. Before you quit, number two, we have said reconcile, amend. See where you can be able to amend your relationship and correct each other. Sometimes people wrong each other without even realizing. So if one of the partners, one of the dating partners is not saying where they are hurting, it will be very difficult for the other person to change. So discuss, amend, reconcile with the hope of once also you are forgiven, do not become someone who is unforgivable. You know what I mean? Correct your mistakes and be seen to be improving, because it's motivating to the person who has forgiven, so that they don't feel like they forgive in vain. You'll hear things like, um, any reason, by the way, any reason that makes the other person not happy. There is no minimal reason. It doesn't have to be the way people say, oh, I did not cheat, I did not see another man, I did not see another woman. Whatever is making your partner uncomfortable, it means they want you to work on that. Even if it's as simple as lateness, maybe projecting your voice, you're shouting so much to them, or you're pulling them down or embarrassing them in the presence of their friends, whatever they say and they're feeling uncomfortable, it is important for you at this juncture to correct it, because in marriage, where we are heading, the two people dating, they are heading, it is more forgiveness and even more and more reconciling, because that one, it is still death do part. Point number 3, it is discuss with that person the desire to end that relationship. This is important because it is very unfortunate when you do not discuss. When you discuss with that person, you help them to come on board. You help them to start thinking like you, to start walking like you. Hey, I'm aware sometimes you might even discuss with the other person and they're still resisting. They are still not seeing from you. They are still thinking, that's a simple thing. That's not a big thing for us to call it quits. But continue discussing with them. Let them see. Let them see where you're coming from and why you're wishing you two the very best. Because some of these separations, some of this quitting, ending of relationship, it's good for both people. So let the person see. Unfortunately, some people may not be able to see your school of thought, and they might not be able to buy your thought, and they want to linger on. You know, the way we say fencing the other person, you're creating a fence and you don't own the house you're fencing, meaning a man or a woman is fencing or just mark timing, owning the time of that other person, and they don't mean well. They do not mean even to change. It becomes difficult, unfortunately, that such a relationship has to end. Point number 4, advisably, it is important to end the relationship face to face. You have been meeting with this loved one because you love them. That's why you have been dating this person. You have been dating them face to face. You have been meeting in places, calling each other, maybe especially when this relationship, when it's so new. Oh, even when you're walking, you want to walk with them, you want to go out with them, maybe even every weekend where it is possible. I know we have distant relationship, but where it's possible, you want to spend time with them, talk with them. The ideal way to end a relationship is face to face. Just get a good place, meet with the person, make a date, meet with them and discuss, because it's some discussions you've been making, remember, and they were aware that you want to end this relationship and they're in agreement. Most of the time, what you do is let them come into agreement with you. You meet in a place, you date each other, and you say, hey, due to reason A, B, C, X, Y, Z, we cannot be able to continue, and I beg we come to the end at this juncture. This helps the person not to receive a text. You know, a text is very heartbreaking. It leaves the other person with a lot of text. Imagine you just receive a text and someone tells you it's over. You're even wondering, maybe someone has never expressed their unhappiness or not willing to continue this relationship, whereby we normally say you are dating yourself, yet you think you're dating the other person. You're the only one in that relationship. The other one, the heart moved long time ago. Or maybe you send another third party, like a friend or a sister to the person or a brother to the person, to go and tell them that the relationship is over, you've ended. These third parties and texts and letters, they really heartbreak. And that is why sometimes you see, even with long distance relationship, at least a video call is better. The person will see the mood, the person will see the countenance on their face. And even some of those moments when you meet with the person face to face, something might drop in their heart and realize, yeah, this is me who is breaking it. This relationship, I'm the killer in it. Maybe even seek for forgiveness or last one chance. You know, these hearts when people are in love, you never know. You might even come ready to quit. But when you discuss the matter, because it's face to face, you're able to see the expression and you forgive each other. And maybe this time, the person who is being forgiven, it drops in their heart that this is the real thing they need to change. Or even if it's a video for people with long distance relationship and they realize, hey, it's time to change. So face to face is definitely the ideal. But when it is not there, you can maybe call the person through a video, let them see you, because you've been talking, you're friends. You don't need to quit necessarily as enemies. I know I'm talking this in an ideal world, but we can make a world that is not ideal to be ideal. There are some situations I know they can be very hard. Maybe even the other person is not willing. Unfortunately, it has to be ended, maybe in a disorganized and archaic manner. But we are saying the best way to reduce the heartbreak and to make the person not go with a lot of pain. Because remember, this person that you're loving, you'd like them to remain as whole as possible, ready for the next man or ready for the next woman who comes into their life. Okay, so the next person, the next point number 5, it is wish that person the very best. This has been my one of my policies and one of my goals and motivation, even when I was in the dating areas, the dating scene, the dating era, whereby if I date someone, even if it is not so many dates, but if I date someone or if a friend is dating, or if I have anybody who is dating and wanting to call it quits, the question is they would rather leave that person whole and at their level best, ready for someone else. Because this person did not fit you as a man, but there's another woman who will come and fall in love with this man. Or this woman that you're quitting, if you're a man, you want to leave them for another man who will come and like them when they're whole. So do not leave a person with holes, poking them holes and telling them, oh, you're very ugly, you're not very clever, you do not even know how to dress. All those things that pull people down, bring down their esteem, such that even in the next relationship, they are so heartbroken, they are so torn, even healing takes longer. Leave the person at their level best, the way you would like also to be left. If you want a man to leave you as a woman, feeling still pretty, feeling still wise, feeling still pretty and well taken care of, I believe that is how this man also would desire. Leave him holistic, leave him as a handsome man, someone who is ready also to date another woman. And this is by having positive vibes. Encourage the person. Me and you, we can't move on. I know there's another woman out there who is the best one for you, or there's another man out there who is the best for you. So we are coming to an end, and you leave them ready for the next relationship. Point number 6, which is important, especially I'm thinking this as a Christian, it is important to pray for one another. I know sometimes the heated debate that goes on around the last date of quitting, it might seem as if, karaoke, are you serious? Yes, it's something I've done. I had dated, I was in an engagement, we tried, we were like North Pole and South Pole, we were not just moving ahead, we were not in agreement, we knew we could not be able to push it further into marriage. So we called off our engagement. And I remember it wasn't easy. I can't say it was easy. But on that date, we prayed for one another, prayed for him to have the very best woman in his life, meet his desires as he so wishes, prayed for me as well to also do that. And he wasn't able to pray so much. But me, I know, because I can only represent myself, I prayed the very best from my heart. Because you don't need to quit a relationship as enemies. You quit and bless the other person. Please, let's end our relationships when they have to end, unfortunately, in a healthy manner, taking care of the other person and not bringing them to feel like they're the worst person on this earth. I want to welcome you to subscribe to Karaoke videos channel. We welcome you so that you can be able to be listening and watching from us. We also want to hear from you. Comment. Let us know your thoughts. By the way, you can share with us also what your experiences or what you think about ending relationship. Have you done it in a healthy way? I hope so. Till we get to meet again, turn on your notifications so that you can be able to receive our videos. We love you and God bless. Thank you.